Därför han högg mig med en kniv. Han högg mig med en kniv. Han högg mig med en kniv, en stor köttkniv. Såg ni det? Du, han krossade glaset med en sten.
All right, Swedish home. We've got a criminal trying to crawl into a house to get his ex-girlfriend, right? He's trying to get to your daughter or something like that, right? His ex-girlfriend. He's climbing. He's seen breaking into the house using a ladder. He has a knife with him. What do you do? What do you do? Go, right? This father's trying to stop this guy from getting into the house. This guy obviously does not care and is coming in, right? Father puts his hand out. Hands, 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 hands. Boom, he gets stabbed. Okay, father's taking damage. This guy comes up, gets up, picks up a brick, boom. Takes him 2 shots, boom, he's in. And this guy seems like he means business, right? Now they're running through the house. His father's doing everything he can. He's begging, you know. And this guy's trying to pick the lock to get into the bathroom where the girl is trying to hide in fear for her life, right? And from what I heard, the dad got stabbed 2 times and the female did actually live. This criminal was caught and he was sent to jail for 2 years. And you don't think personal protection is your responsibility. All right, so let's kick this thing. Boom, tactical protection review, learn protection strategies from a protection professional. I'm Byron Rodgers. Let's see what we can learn from this altercation. Okay, so take it from the beginning. Guy's trying to get into your house. He's climbing, he's being seen trying to break into your house. What do, right? The first question is, do you have force multipliers in places where you might encounter something like this? Do you have anything by your front door where you might have to defend yourself? You might hear someone trying to kick the door in. Stop the door. Do you have anything that you can reach or get to really quick or on your person that you can use as a force multiplier to stop them? If you can have a firearm, that's a superior thing. If you can't have a firearm, do you have anything else? You got a baseball bat? What do you got? You know what I'm saying? Do you have something to defend yourself with in that environment, right? Do you have medical equipment for after? Remember, the dad got stabbed in the neck and stabbed in the hand trying to defend himself and his family. What happens after that, right? Is he gonna bleed out? Do you guys understand how to stop bleeding? Start breathing, protect the wound, treat for shock. These are things that are your responsibility, right? First responders, how long are they gonna take to get there? We don't know. So in your home, do you have weapons, caches set up in areas you guys frequent or areas where there may be violent events, right? So downstairs, your wife's washing dishes, someone tries to break in the sliding glass window. Does she have anything in her environment she can get to save the lives of her and your children? These are the considerations. In your bedroom, where you probably will be when you hear that bump in the night, right? Do you have anything in there that you can get so you can start to mount a defense and go and meet that threat with superior firepower or some kind of force multiplier considerations, right? Does your family have a plan for when they hear a bump in the night, right? So these are considerations. Now, this guy climbs up this ladder, right? And he obviously has a weapon, right? What are we looking at? How can we stop him? What if that guy had something near the balcony where he suspected someone might one day try to climb up and he could run inside real quick, grab something, and then start beating that guy off that ladder? Considerations, right? Now, we're getting closer. Now you're watching this guy get in proximity. What did we just see? We saw he had a proximity weapon. A knife is a proximity weapon. You need to be in close proximity in order to utilize that blade, right? Firearms, you need some distance in order to be able to implement the firearms effectively, right? So he has a weapon that requires close proximity. So now as he gets closer and closer and closer, the probability of danger starts to increase. Right here, what do you see? You see the assailant reaching back. You see him reaching back and you see him grabbing that weapon that we saw him place inside his back pocket. Now he's going to grab that weapon. Looks like you might see a brick in his waist belt so you can see what his plan is, right? Boom, he goes back, grabs that weapon, he stabs the father, climbs up, and lands on the balcony, right? Now, here's the thing. A lot of you guys, when you go around your perimeter, you gotta be looking around. Like, I bet at a lot of you guys' house, he would find the ladder and he would find the brick by a window. You know what I'm saying? The ladder's in the backyard underneath the balcony. The brick is on the balcony from when you had, I don't know, plants planted out there. Make sure you walk around your house and look around and make sure you don't have anything in your perimeter that's gonna make it easier for people to break in. We deal with this in executive protection. We have contractors come on property and they leave their crap everywhere, which are perfect items to break into houses. So make sure your perimeter is clean of things that would aid someone getting in on property. And then now this guy gets close enough, he stabs the dad once, the dad gets stabbed 2 times, and he's trying to get in. What if he had something in that environment he could grab to fight that guy off the balcony, beat that guy off the balcony, shoot that guy off the balcony, defend his family? He doesn't, because he outsourced his security to someone else. He probably figured he would call the cops. Tell me if the cops would have enough time to get here during this altercation, right? Fortunately, the girl locked herself in the room. Fortunately, the father, he didn't go after the father or anyone else in the house. Fortunately, by the grace of God, this guy got 2 years for this, right? 2 years in prison. They might be dealing with this in 2 years, right? So now the guy's trying to get into the room. Now, some things that I'm noticing about this door that are good: a hard room. Do you have a place in your house to hide? A hard room, it's better if the door opens outward, because it's harder to kick a door in if the hinges open outboard. So you see the hinges there on the outside of that door. So that means it's probably a pretty decently hard door for this guy to kick in. And the guy's sitting there trying to pick the locks. Do you have a plan? Does your family know where to go to hide? Because that's the only thing that saved this family. You don't want to outsource your security for the day that we all hope it never happens to you and yours, right? If you're in charge of a family, setting up a competent security plan, doing a little bit of a risk assessment, assessing the different risks associated with where you live and what's going on in your environment, it's your responsibility. Personal protection is one of your basic needs. Boom.
Boom, it's finally here. Go to protectornation.com to join the Protector Nation community. Learn online and become part of our Protector Nation family. I look forward to seeing you guys there, and for us all to join forces to make the world a safer place by helping good people to become more dangerous. I'll see you there, and until then, be peaceful but not harmless.